Hello everybody! This video is very much long overdue. I wanted to make a video, sort of like an update on, I guess, ito yung unang video, so it's not an update, pero this is my very first gym video. I availed a gym membership sa Anytime Fitness. It's one of the more popular gyms here in the Philippines, and I had an idea on making like a video on my progress after a month, and I started nung July, 22nd of July, and then I recorded my workout sa 22nd of August. And for that entire time, I didn't weigh myself. Meron parang fancy weighing sort of like measurement thing si Anytime Fitness sa gym nila. I didn't use that for that entire month. I just want to share sa inyo yung experience ko. The one I availed had this sort of like checkup. May coach na tutulungan ako, i-check niya yung posture ko and like my technique and what I have to work on, possibly giving me goals as well. Yung first day ko, I didn't have that. So I went to the gym first day, wala akong kahit anong consultation. And I sort of treated it as like a playground for adults. There were a lot of equipment. Pretty, intuitive naman sila. Pag nakita mo siya, alam mo naman na kung paano gamitin. I remember this very vividly. No first day ko na yun, I met the coach that was supposed to like help me out. Pero hindi pa namin session yun. So, he just asked me, casually just asked me, anong i-workout mo today? And I told him, hindi ko po alam. And I laughed, and I guess he laughed as well. And then, I went on with my workout. And I basically just tested everything. So, parang kung ano lang yung makita ko, gagamitin ko. At this time ng day, there wasn't many people dun sa gym. Most of the equipment were free to use because there were only like a handful of people that were splitting up the equipment. My second day sa gym, that was when I got the consultation. It went pretty poorly in some aspects. The problem with that day is that I was very sore kasi syempre ngayon lang ulit ako nag-workout ng ganon. The next day, consultation bigla, so my whole body was in pain. And as I mentioned, I didn't really know what I was doing, so I just used all of the equipment up until I got really tired and I couldn't do anything else. So, nung tinest yung strength ko, yung parang pulling strength ko, yung back ko, yung chest ko, my arms, my legs. We tested everything. I didn't do very well in a lot of it. So, ang napasa ko lang is back stretchability and push-ups. Even back in like high school, I used to do push-ups a lot. Na parang ginawa kong goal sa sarili ko is maka 50 ako. Back then, I was really like grinding for it. I didn't know, I can't remember if I had good form, but I remember being able to do like at least like 30 nang sunod tuloy-tuloy. I believe sa second day ko, I took pictures of my body just to see what it will look like, how differently it will look like in a month. I'll show that sa end, pero right now, I want to show you kung ano yung naging sort of program ko. My coach told me is that the good thing about me is that kaya ko daw mag-workout na mag-isa lang ako. Because a lot of people, they tend to see the gym not as engaging kapag mag-isa lang sila. So they usually have gym partners or nag-avail sila nga ng coach to help them out with their technique. So, ayun, I guess that's the cool thing. And for the entire month naman, I've just been going to the gym alone. Parang may time lang I went with my girlfriend, sinama ko siya. And may experience rin naman na siya sa gym. So that was a lot of fun. But anyways, I want to show you guys yung sort of like stats ko. I haven't looked at these from before to after 1 month. So, I'll show you the before and then I'll reveal the after later. Tas pwede tayong sabay mag-react sa kung ano man yung magiging difference niya. Yung naging program ko is that I was planning to go to the gym na rin naman na 4 times a week. Pero it showed that my base metabolic rate is 1600, around 1600 to 1700. And basically what this means is the amount of calories that your body burns without doing anything. Your body does burn calories every day just existing. Ayun yung base metabolic rate ko. And when you go to the gym, ang magkakaroon ka ng TEE, which is total energy expenditure. If you go to the gym, this is the amount of calories that you burn. So he explained to me na if my BMR or base metabolic rate is 1600, And then I go to the gym 4 times a week. Ang magiging TEE ko is 2.5 or 2.6. So that's like 1,000 more calories. Tinanong niya rin ako kung ano yung parang mga possible goals ko, kung ano yung gusto ko ma-achieve. And I mentioned na I wanted to lose a bit of weight kasi I've been gaining a hefty amount of weight, especially with all of the boba that I've been consuming. What he proposed to me was 4 times a week, and then every other day I switch it up from upper and lower. So 2 uppers and then 2 lowers. And then on top of that, he told me that it would also help if I did, or it would only work na I would lose weight if I went on a calorie deficit, which just means na you're intaking less calories than you are using. Let's say na I do achieve the 4 times a week na workout. That means I will be expending an average of 2,600 per day. Going on a calorie deficit is not as easy. Especially, I think it's more of a case for me kasi I really do like eating and I like my sweets, especially boba. He suggested na I don't go in na masyado kong biglain yung sarili ko. So he suggested na 2,300, so I'll have a 300 calorie deficit, and he's expecting na I lose around like 1 kilogram per month, which is a pretty good rate for like a newbie. So ayun yung sinuggest niya, and that's what I've been following. May mga times na I would go 5 times if may oras ako. Problema lang talaga is like availability. The thing is, I really did enjoy going to the gym. Like may mga times na parang gusto ko pa magstay pero kailangan ko na umuwi kasi meron pa akong trabaho, kailangan ko na magpahinga, ganon. Yeah, I really did enjoy it, and I have a couple of clips. First time ko mag-record sa gym ng workout ko. Nahihiya ako kasi parang kapag nagre-record ako, kita yung mga tao sa likod or like yung mga dumadaan. Pero kinapalan ko na yung mukha ko. Kapag may nag-request na lang na, ay pwede, huwag niyo ako video, tsaka ako tatanggalin. This is how my workout day typically goes. So I'll start with yung upper ko. Ito yung na-record ko. So firstly, I usually just go to the treadmill every time. Parang ayun yung ginagawa kong warm-up just to get my blood pumping beforehand. So I usually just do treadmill, tapos naka-incline ako. I amp it up a bit up to like 10 or 11. And then I just do that for around like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, ganon. And it's never boring for me kasi I usually just have my phone and I watch like movies and or whatever. So one thing that I've wanted to be able to do for a while now is do a pull-up. I am too weak for a pull-up. For this entire month, nag-train ako to be able to do at least just one pull-up. And Anytime Fitness has this machine. It's an assisted pull-up machine, so there's weight. I believe nung nag-weigh ako nung dati is around like 78 kilograms. So you can take off like 18 kilograms off of that, or maybe even 30. And I started off with like taking off around 36 kilograms. Tas nakakagawa ako ng pull-up around like 4 reps, and then I get really tired. I have a video here of me doing the pull-up. So tignan natin kung nagawa kong ma-train yung sarili ko for a month na magawa yung pull-up. So I couldn't. I was not able to do a pull-up. I can't remember how much yung pinakita ko dito na ginagamit ko assistance for the weight. But I can say now na I can do like 4 reps, 14 kilograms na assistance. I don't know if it's because I've gotten stronger or I've lost weight, pero probably a little bit of both. But nagpunta rin ako dito, dead time ng gym, so wala masyadong tao. So they have a bunch of machines here, and I've thought of like using dumbbells and like barbells, yung mga usually nakikita mong weights sa mga gym. I've debated on like using those, pero I've realized na I still don't know how to use them properly, at least with good form. With that in mind, I settled with using yung mga machines. So like the shoulder press, the chest thing, and then the chest press. Another thing na parang minention sa akin to ni Anton and like my boss at work na it's also a good thing to keep track of how heavy you can lift, or I guess you can push or pull. And I never did this for a while, like parang first 2 weeks hindi ko siya napapansin, and even after that hindi ko rin siya napapansin, or like I don't really think about it too much. Ginagawa ko lang siya hanggang sa pagod na ako, and then I do like 2 sets until failure, and then I rest for a while, and then sa third set check ko kung kaya ko pa. Kapag kaya ko pa, I'll do another set. Pag hindi ko na, like my arms can physically not push it anymore or like pull it anymore, then I'll stop. I did videotape how much I could push or pull or lift. So here's the first one, so shoulder press. And then they also have this machine called the fly chest. And then we also have the chest press. I forgot what this is called, but it's basically a thing that you pull, and it's pretty heavy. There's another machine where you pull, but you pull from the front, not from above. And I did this as well. And then another thing my coach told me na it would be important is to also work on my core. He said na okay lang naman gawin ko yung core every day of my workout. So every workout, whether it be upper or lower, I always do leg ups or my core or anything na meron din silang machine for the core, like para kina-crunch mo yung chan mo. Pero yeah, this is me using the leg ups. I really enjoy using this little piece of equipment here. And then I end my workout session every time with stretching. I usually do this back stretch even before, like ginagawa ko lang siya kasi masarap siyang gawin sa kama ko before I go to sleep. So that's why I have a pretty flexible back. And then another thing, I remember there was this one time na, I think it was back in February, my girlfriend has expressed interest in trying out Pilates. So naghanap ako ng parang Pilates studio, and I booked us, and then sinurprise ko siya. Yung naging coach namin doon mentioned na sobrang tight ng hamstrings ko, and it was one of the things na I really wanted to work on as well, which is basically reaching my toes sitting down na ganito. So I do these leg stretches every time. I used to do this as well before I sleep, pero I always forget. Another thing that's really nice about the gym is the fact na it gets very easy to forget the stuff that you need to do pag nasa bahay ako. So I always have my computer. There's so much media for me to consume, and basically, I don't know, there's this like psychological thing na pag nasa gym ako, I feel like I need to work out. It's like the place is made for that. So whenever I'm in this room, since I do everything in this room, I do my work and I also game. Usually my brain, when seeing this room, it associates it to that. So nakakalimutan kong mag-exercise. It's nice to have a gym na pag pumunta ka doon, ayun lang yung tatahakin mo. That's what your brain fixates to. So your brain knows what to do kapag nandun ka. But anyways, isa to sa mga bagay na na ginol kong magagawa ko by the end of a month. Surprisingly, kaya ko na siyang gawin. I can do it for up to like 1 minute to 2 minutes, reaching both of my toes. Here are some pictures of my before and after sa gym. I saw a lot of videos about like how lighting is like 90% of why people look insane in like gym photos. This is what I look like with bad lighting. And then with good lighting, I mean, not gonna lie, not to like juice myself up, I look pretty good here. All things considered, like I don't look bad. So after a month, I didn't measure my stats. Hindi ako nag-weigh. I'll pull up both of my stats before and after. When it comes to calorie counting, I remember nung simula may ininstall akong parang calorie counter app. It was a little too tedious for me, so what I did was I just searched up whatever I was eating, kung ilang calories, tas minamata ko lang siya. I just round it up para safe ako. After this, I was supposed to go to Frankie's kasi I've been eating there a lot since apparently the type of chicken they use for their chicken tenders is chicken breast, which is very good for protein apparently. So I've been eating there, pero nung time na to, for some reason, nire-renovate ang Frankie's. So I wanted to go somewhere else. Usually, I go to Stuffed. There's this burrito place in Eastwood that I go to, that I frequent. It's pretty expensive, pero healthy siya. Magulay ang kanilang pagkain at masarap. I really like their food, and the burritos are huge. But for this day, I settled on trying out this curry place, Japanese curry place that I've been seeing for a while now, but I've never tried. It's called Curry House Coco something, Coco Ichi something. I forgot to check the calories for this meal, and then afterwards I realized na it's around a little over 1,000 calories for this one meal that I ate. Needless to say, I ate really sparingly after that pag uwi ko. I also wanted to show you guys what I do usually kapag lolower ako. Of course, I start with the treadmill as well. Yung isa sa mga binigay sa aking goals ng coach ko is for me to be able to run 1 kilometer under 7 minutes. I was pretty far off nung first time niya akong parang tinest. I did it in around like 10 to 12 minutes, ganun, matagal siya. And ngayon, I remember the last time I tried this, I was able to do 8 minutes, under 8 minutes, which is pretty good, pero like I have a minute more to work for. Another thing that I wanted to check out as well, nire-record ko naman na yung sarili ko, is that people have told me that I run weird, and I also have seen myself walk in videos, although I rarely did see myself in videos dati nang nasa labas. Pero recently I've been seeing videos of me kapag tinatag ako sa mga stories for whenever there are events. And I think I really do think na I walk weird. I remember there was this one photo shoot where a couple of people commented on how I ran and that I ran weird. So I got really fixated with this. Chinek ko online na parang like I run weird, what do I do? For the first time ever is nirecord ko yung sarili kong tumatakbo, and then I checked it out, and yeah, I do run pretty weird. I was trying my best as well. Kasi alam ko nire-record ko yung sarili ko. I was trying my best to run as normal as possible, but I just don't know what normal running is supposed to be like, right? It's fine. I think for like mga parang like videos, music videos or whatever lang, kapag parang may scene na kailangan tumakbo, I feel like I'm gonna look really weird. It kind of reminds me of how Jokic runs. How I see him run. Yeah, I feel like I kind of run like that, where I kind of look really heavy. I usually do leg press, and then there are these leg extensions as well. Tapos, I came to an epiphany while I was working out and recording all of my stuff, is that I can do this really cool thing, although I'm not sure how long it'll take. So, ito yung goal ko. I don't know how long it'll take for me to achieve this, but I wanna be able to dunk, like basketball dunk. Pero I don't wanna play basketball at all, so I will be really bad at the game, but I will know how to dunk, and I wanna be able to do that. So here's me recording myself jumping just to train how high I can jump up until I get really tired. So yeah, I've been doing that. I'll update you in like a year time if I can dunk. This is me going home from the workout, and so far sobrang na-enjoy ko kasi I really like walking, and I also like going to malls. Another thing is that I go to the gym sa Eastwood, so after my workouts I sometimes just walk around the mall because I really enjoy window shopping. Hi, it is currently the 26th of September, and I forgot to do videos at napatagal itong video na to. I am editing it right now, and I just want to show you what I look like now. Parang sort of double update. Medyo nagbago na rin yung workout ko, pero I guess that's for another video. And yeah, back to past nibs. Thank you very much for however much time you spent on this video. Thank you very much for watching, and stay healthy and work out, because working out is cool. I also do a lot of dead hangs, by the way. I'm gonna insert this sa simula. Pero I've been doing dead hangs to strengthen my grip. Yes. Okay. Mwah. Bye.